All right, Dad is out here about to do the first rip of the road. We already went ahead and I cut a nice little road through the brush, and so the reason we're box blading is because we got these hog ruts all over the place. Kind of hard to tell, I'm sure. One pass each way. Sorry, I'm out of breath because I'm out here raking. Whew. So, road's gonna come from the front where my truck is up there, straight this way, and then it's gonna follow the telephone poles, so to the left of this one, and then we're gonna cut it to the right of those ones all the way up to that barn. So still got a whole lot to do. All right. It's a little hard to tell because the brush on the sides wasn't too long, but this is gonna be the future road, cutting all the way through the pasture. As you can tell, still very, very bumpy, all the hog ruts, but it sure is gorgeous. Well, we're out here on the new property, and it's a beautiful day. 70 degrees, a little bit cloudy. Feels hotter than that, I don't know, that's just what it says. And working on this road. Seen some hogs out there, and can't complain, beautiful day. Wind is picking up, but as you can see, we got the first little bits of this road going. Not easy just having a box blade and having to tear through all this grass, and pasture's not perfectly level, so what we're probably going to end up having to do is dig a pond. What a horrible thing, huh? But yeah, so we're going to have to dig a pond and use all that dirt that we dig up to bring this road up so that it's above all of this. And that'll definitely help us level it out quite a bit. So that's just about the end of it there. So as you can see, gone a little ways. So today I spent a fair amount of time dragging the box blade, trying to just keep leveling away this road slowly but surely. This was my little turnaround spot, so I'll walk past this, but it's getting to be a nice defined road. Helps that the grass is about a foot to maybe 18 inches right now. Needs to get cut, but it's going to be a nice, beautiful driveway. All right, so the goal for today is just going to be getting out and mowing some more. We were planning on haying this pasture, but the guy we were going to use kind of backed out. He said he's having some equipment issues, so I'm going to just pretty much just top it all off, get all the seeds broken down, because right now, as you can see, and I already started mowing yesterday, but this is the tall stuff. So it's already started to seed, which you don't want in your hay. So here's yesterday, and you know, all the rows that you can see is just because I'm only cutting it down to maybe 8 or 10 inches. So it's just kind of compressed right now, but it's gonna end up fluffing back up. So got all that done. I still have the rest of that, and then that whole pasture over there. It goes way back to here. This is the driveway. So we got a little bit of rolling terrain, and as you can see, way right there, that little barn. I'll see if I can zoom in a bit. That barn right there is where the driveway is going to go to, and our house is going to be just to the right of that. So this is going to be our front yard. All right, so finally got a canopy, which is really nice. I'm in the shade. So kind of sucks not having an actual, you know, full cab over, but at least I got shade. I'll take it. Here's kind of the end of the driveway. So way up there, the little white house, that's the very front of the property. And that driveway kind of cuts through the pasture. And then we started scraping back here. So this all is kind of going to be a big turnaround area and entrance to this barn. So here is a look at the road, pretty much as wide as it's going to get. It's about 12 foot right now, and today we're going to have the first load of crushed concrete getting dropped off. So we're going to just start here at the front, but it's starting to take shape. You know, you live pretty far out in the country when you have to go pick up your dump truck driver because he couldn't figure out where you lived. So he's following me back to the house now. Here's a look at our little road that leads back up to the house. Pretty peaceful place. All right, here we go. First load of gravel's backing up. We're actually not gonna start from the front. We're gonna start, my dad's walking out to that telephone pole. So we're gonna start in this area just because it's a nice flat spot. We still need to do a little bit of work to flatten it out in here. So here it goes. All right, Dad's out here working hard. He already got the first bucket of crushed concrete flattened out. Can't really tell, but it's actually all right there in front of him. That's where that first dump was. So we got dump number 2. And I'll tell you, it sure doesn't go very far. A lot of money for a little bit of rock. I guess just so everyone's aware, you know, in case you're looking to do something like this yourself. Each of these dumps, I don't remember how many cubic yards it is, but each dump is about 600 bucks. So all you're doing is getting a little base layer just to prevent dust from kicking up and mud, since this is all just sand. So right now we got really fine sand. And then this is hard, compact, crushed concrete. So we got 3 loads of crushed concrete today. As you can see, starting to get pretty nasty out. We're gonna get some rain here, so we're just gonna stop it at 3 loads. But it's definitely made a difference. We can already see, well, I mean, it's already gotten a lot more level. You know, we're able to fill in all those soft gaps where the sand it was difficult to do it with sand. So 3 loads, and we got almost to that telephone pole right there. And now you can see, not sand, it's pretty hard stuff. So not gonna get as much, oh, you can see the rain. Not gonna get as much dust kicked up, and when it does rain like it is now, we won't have as many mud pits to drive through. So slowly but surely, we're estimating it's probably gonna take about 20 loads of this concrete, but we're also gonna be putting out, we have a bunch of pine trees to cut down, and we're gonna use the pine logs, you know, the actual tree itself, once we debark it, and we'll use that as a barrier, and then we'll start filling it in some more. So slowly but surely getting there.
So from this point forward is where the crushed concrete was laid down and spread out. As you can see, there's definitely some grass and weed growth in the concrete, which is unfortunate, and it's definitely starting to creep in on the sides. But the one benefit is that it doesn't look like the road that doesn't have any concrete on it, which essentially we're just gonna have to re-box blade because it is covered in weeds and grass, and I think even spraying it isn't gonna be enough. As we talked about when we were originally starting the driveway, we plan on adding wood, like pine probably, along the edges as like a barrier for the concrete, and that would also help keep the grass from invading the driveway. Unfortunately, we just didn't have time to do that before spring hit and everything started growing really fast. So we're gonna have to go back through and do some definite maintenance on this driveway. But for the most part, the crushed concrete has been holding up pretty decently, and it's definitely helped. The couple rains that we've gotten, it hasn't really washed any away, and it's been pretty good. So other than the rest of the driveway, which needs to basically be completely redone, this portion is holding up decently. So a few things: we probably should have laid out our pine tree barrier sooner rather than later, but we, you know, live and we learn. So we're gonna figure it out, do some maintenance. If you have any suggestions of things that you've done with your driveways through pastures in the past, let us know, and we are excited to get this fixed back up. Come on, Bubba. All right, let's go home.